Alright, morning guys, hope everybody's doing well. Don't know what you're up to this weekend, but I'm going to start mine off with a good bit of RCing. So if any of you were watching my last video on my sort of projects I'm doing, I was explaining that the Hublot Hyper GT even, I was about to say GTB, is the easiest car I had to kind of get back together. So you all know this one is the bronze bomber usually when it's running on 6S, and I've had it up to speeds around about 90 mile an hour, so it's an absolute monster, handles speed well. But today what we've done is we've mixed it up a little bit, so I'll take the shell off and I'll show you what's going on. Right, so firstly I'm running gold hounds, which I showed you before were rubbing a bit funny. This set's got a good bit of tread, a little bit worn inside for a few runs, but they're still thick. So I've adjusted the toe and cambers on the car, spent a bit of time with that last night, mostly by eye, but they look pretty good, but we'll see after a few runs how the wearings goes. Also what I've done is I've put the Arma 2050 kV motor in here, but instead of running it with a 6S system, I've took the laser nut 4S system out and I've linked that onto it. So the laser nut comes with a 1900 kV motor, so there's not a huge difference in size, but we'll see what it's like in running just now. Also I've put in a 17 tooth pinion, and being the laser nut in the true fashion of that car and what it's like, so it's getting a bit windy here, body shell's about to blow away. I've put one of my Rudog fans on top, so that was blasting the air out, should keep this thing nice and cool. Other than that, everything's the same. Running my Sky GT3 or Fly Sky GT3 controller, and I've got my Sky RC GNSS as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of passes, get some sort of see speeds we're getting off this pinion and ESC motor combo, which is a bit different. And I might do a couple of drag runs, because I see a lot of guys seem to be able to drag cars just now, so it's got me interested to see what this would actually put down as a time. So it'll all be on 4S, so yeah, we'll see how everything goes. Obviously this ESC can't even take 6S anyway, so it's just going to be all 4S runs today. So enough talking, I'll get the shell back on, head cam on, we'll get a couple of passes and see what's happening. Right, so that's the car on, not turned a wheel yet. I don't know if you can hear the fan, it's a little bit windy, but I can certainly hear the fan blasting away. I've also forgot to mention is when I put the servo on, I used the servo that was in this on one of my other cars, I can't remember what one, but I've got a Traxxas 2075 servo in there, which I don't really like, but on a road car it should be absolutely fine. So we'll have a wee drive about, see what it feels like. Hopefully I've tightened everything up. Love this little car, just nice to look at, nice shiny, handles great when you're not hitting rocks like that. Looks like my pinion slipped. Oh, my pinion hasn't slipped. What have I done there? My drive shafts came out. Right, I'll have to have a look at this. That's me doing this late night. I don't know what has happened. Maybe I've pulled the cambers out too far and maybe it's run out of thread or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, that's all it could be. So obviously when I straighten the wheel out, I maybe done it a bit too much. So these are shorter arms that I've used. I think these are off a Typhon actually, to be honest with you. So I'll stick this back on. This should take a few minutes and we'll be back, well, a minute or so, and I'll be back in a second. Right, that's that fixed there. So that was my bad, just doing that late at night in a bit of a rush. I just overextended the links out a little bit. So they're on now, all tested. We'll get a little run about with the car. Like I say, the main intention's a rally setup with it, so right now I don't think I'll get any huge speeds, but I just want to make sure the temperatures don't go crazy, see what kind of speed it is actually doing, and do a couple of drag passes with it too. So I don't think I'm going to get any crazy speeds. But I've got a little run about just now, just lightly, get a wee feel for driving about, then we'll check the motor temperatures, do a couple of drags, little speed run and play about again. So I love this car, it's so good. It's the best handling car out of all the road cars I've had. And traction's great, but you can see this as well, it drifts is good, but it looks like I'm going on my battery. I didn't have charged very much just now because it does feel like it's dying a touch. So I'll get the car back, switch the batteries, 2 of them were charged unless this one's dodgy, and because I had one of my Gens Aces I've had for a long time, the 50C4S 5500s, one gave up on me, so hopefully it's not another one. I'll need to check the lipo cells when I go home. But yeah, we'll get the battery changed, little drag run and a little speed run and see what happens. Right, that's the other battery in there. Feel a bit more power already. So while we've got this in, I'll get my phone set up, we'll get the Sky RC running, and we'll see what kind of speeds and drag speeds and things it can do. So let's see just now. There we go, not used this for a wee while. It's kind of because I've been doing a lot of off-road running, I've never really been bothering about this kind of stuff, so I'll have to wait just now for some satellites, which shouldn't take too long, hopefully. There we go. So let's see, track, start. I'll have to wait for satellites first. This area is always bad for satellites for some reason. Don't know why, because it's not even really out the road, but it's pretty poor for satellites. I've also got some company today, so I'll have to watch. There's a guy came down with a couple of kids on bikes. First time I've actually ever seen anybody coming around here, so I'll have to be careful with the car with the kids around too. Right, that's us got the satellites there, so we'll just get a wee speed test just now, see what we get, and yeah, I don't think it'll be anything insanely fast. It's kind of maxing out really fast on the 17.2. I'll go too close to the kids either, but yeah, it's maxing out in no time, so pretty confident that's the full speed of the car. We'll just check what that is just now. Let's see just now, stop, read 55 kilometres. Oh, it has to be in kilometres, doesn't it? Can't stand kilometres. I'll have to check what that is when I go home and change the settings. I've not done this on the new phone yet, so it's all in stupid kilometres. Don't like that. I'm a miles an hour guy. Right, start. Let's see what we get in miles an hour, because kilometres isn't my thing. Doesn't sound very fast though. Clearly maxed out. Nice little drift round there. I just want to keep away from the people. Last thing I want to do is hit a kid. But yeah, let's see just now. Stop. Read 34. So that was kind of what I was thinking when I'd geared it up for that. If I'd had a 6S set up with that, it'd have probably been about the 50 mark with that pinion. But yeah, on 4S it's not very fast at all, so yeah, maybe I have to gear this car up a bit or change the system. I don't even think for a drag sort of run that'll be very impressive. So let's have a look just now. Handling wise though, for like I say rally and that, it's probably perfect. So let's have a look. Drag, stop. What's miles per hour? You know what I'll do is I'll try my other app. I've got a powered GNSS app as well, is the Sky RC one. This one seems to be easier. So let's see if we can get this on. There we go, we've got the satellites and things there. So drag. Set a start. I see what I've done wrong. Start speed 0. Distance, I think it's 132 feet if I remember. Start. So let's see just now. This isn't going to be very fast at all, I don't think, but I don't know what 132 feet is. Probably at the end of that white line maybe. Let's go. Yeah, that's not very fast. Let's see what we got. Read 3.45, 34 mile an hour. Acceleration a G, then it dropped off way basically at the start of the run. So it's pretty much maxing out instantly, then that's us dead. So up the gearing further on the road, or probably just put the bigger system back in. Right, well now we know all that stuff. Clearly established this setup isn't really fast at all. So we'll just get a little handling session. Still handling nice, but I do think it's lacking the power. Initially I thought when I was pushing the trigger a quarter, that I had a lot more throttle, but I don't. It just seems to be the top end of it straight away there. Whoa! You know, I've hit that rock about 3 times. Need to move it. Right, well, that seems to be about that. I'm just going to end the video just now. Nothing exciting at these speeds, and I might stick my GoPro on, I might not, and put some footage of it driving around with that on. But other than that, have a little play around, and yeah, I don't think that's the best setup for the car. It might be good off-road, but on-road certainly it's a pretty boring setup. So yeah, at least that's been tried and we know what it's about. Motor temperature wise also, what's up with this throttle? Sometimes it seems to rattle. Doesn't matter what car I've got set up, it's like the trigger's sticking a little bit. So we'll see how hot the motor is at that, because maybe I could gear this up more, but I don't want to blow that ESC for no reason at the same time. So motor's freezing cold, ESC's ice cold. So yeah, there's definitely more potential to gear this up. So I might take it out again in a few days or something, put, I don't know, maybe like a 24 tooth pinion in it or something like that, see how it takes it. But for just now, yeah, that's all we're going to get out of that, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not sure if it's going to go together, because with the guy coming with the kids, it's kind of stop and start when they were coming round, and the car's not been very impressive, so it might not be an exciting video, but it is what it is. Like I say always, not always going to show you the exciting good stuff. Other things that don't work or just whatever, I'll just show you guys things as they happen. So catch us in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye.